Have you ever looked at someone's wealth chart and thought, how did it suddenly explode after a certain point? Like the numbers just started multiplying out of thin air. It's strange, right? You grind for years, stacking bit by bit, and nothing feels magical. Then suddenly, after that $100,000 mark, something invisible seems to flip, and your money begins acting differently. Almost like it starts working harder than you ever did. But what actually happens there? Why does compounding suddenly feel like magic after 6 figures, even though the math was the same from day one? Let's break this down, not with cold equations, but with the mindset and the psychology behind it. Because what really changes isn't the formula of compounding. It's you. You see, when you're building from zero to your first 100,000, compounding feels painfully slow. Each gain looks like drops in a bucket. $50 this month, $80 next. It's not life-changing, it's just irritatingly small. You invest $1,000, you get $80 in return after a year, and you think, this can't be the secret rich people talk about. You start doubting the process. But compounding isn't designed to impress the impatient. It's like watching paint dry for the first few years, and that's why most people give up before the magic ever starts. The truth is, your brain isn't wired to perceive exponential growth. It expects progress to be linear. You do a bit more, you get a bit more. But compounding breaks that logic. It's the opposite of human instinct. The early stages feel meaningless precisely because your brain doesn't see what's building underneath. Every dollar you earn early on isn't just income, it's buying you time, momentum, and options later. That's the part no one tells you. Imagine 2 people, Jake and Olivia. Both invest $10,000 at age 25. Jake doubles his income but spends everything. Olivia doesn't. She saves, reinvests, and never touches her gains. For the first few years, Jake looks smarter. New car, new apartment, Instagram flexing. Olivia looks boring, but fast forward 10 years. Jake's lifestyle costs eat him alive, while Olivia's $10,000 has quietly grown into $26,000, then $40,000, then $65,000. Still not impressive? Wait another decade. That same boring investment passes $170,000 without her lifting a finger. By the time Jake realizes what happened, Olivia isn't just earning money. Her money is earning money, faster than Jake can keep up even with promotions. This is the mental shift no spreadsheet shows you. Compounding isn't about interest rates. It's about staying power. And when your money crosses that 6-figure line, your perception of time and reward shifts dramatically. Suddenly, a 10% return isn't $80 anymore, it's 10 grand. That's when it feels magical. That's when you start believing. And that belief becomes fuel. It keeps you in the game long enough for the exponential curve to show its real teeth. But let's go even deeper. Why 100K? Why not 50K or 1 million? It's because 100K is the psychological breaking point between scarcity and momentum. Below it, every financial decision feels survival-based. You're trying to protect, not grow. After 100K, something subtle changes in your brain. You stop thinking about losing money and start thinking about using money. You no longer panic when the market dips, because even after a 10% drop, you're still fine. You start seeing volatility as opportunity. You stop chasing get rich quick and start appreciating stay rich slow. And that shift, right there, is where compounding finally feels like magic. It's not that the math changed, you did. Your patience gets longer, your greed gets quieter, and your strategy matures. You start realizing that your biggest asset isn't your portfolio. It's your ability to let it grow without interference. Compounding rewards emotional control far more than intelligence. That's why most people never reach the magic. They can't sit still long enough to let the magic appear. Think about it this way. The first 100K is like pushing a giant boulder uphill. Every inch hurts. Every dollar saved feels like a sacrifice. But once you reach the top, gravity flips. The boulder starts rolling on its own. And now you're running just to keep up. The effort that once created inches now creates miles. It's not just momentum. It's inertia working for you instead of against you. That's the point where discipline turns into momentum. And from there, it's not just compounding your money, It's compounding your confidence. Because when you see your net worth grow without your constant effort, you stop thinking like an earner and start thinking like an investor. You realize that every decision you make today echoes louder in the future than it does in the present. That's when people start saying things like, "It feels like magic." But it's not magic. It's math meeting patience. And patience is the rarest currency in the world. Here's what's even crazier. Compounding doesn't only multiply your money, it multiplies your mindset. You start valuing consistency more than excitement. You stop obsessing over fast results. And that change ripples through everything. How you work, how you spend, even how you think about success. The truth is, compounding teaches you how to delay gratification, and that skill transfers into every area of your life. It's the hidden reason wealthy people make better long-term decisions. They've trained their brain to play the long game. And when that clicks, money isn't the goal anymore. Time is. Because after 100K, your time becomes more valuable than your dollars. You realize you can buy back your mornings, your peace, your attention. Compounding isn't about becoming rich, it's about becoming free. Now let's zoom out. The magic after 100K also has a social and emotional layer. Before six figures, you're fighting resistance from everywhere. Your peers, your habits, your doubts. You question yourself constantly. But once you cross that threshold, you start to see proof of concept. It's not theory anymore, it's real. You've built something that now builds itself. That proof kills doubt, and without doubt, your confidence compounds too. You stop comparing your pace to others because your strategy has finally started paying off. You begin enjoying the process, not just the progress. And that's when you unknowingly unlock the most powerful part of compounding: peace. The calm that comes when you realize time is now your ally, not your enemy. Still, let's get brutally honest. Compounding doesn't start working after 100K. It starts working on you long before that. Every dollar you save teaches discipline. Every delayed impulse strengthens control. Every boring decision compounds character. People think the magic is in the interest rates. It's not, it's in the repetition. You're compounding behaviors, not just balances. And when those behaviors solidify, wealth becomes inevitable. So when you hit that 100K mark, what you're really feeling isn't financial magic. It's the result of hundreds of invisible choices finally syncing up. You've built a system that doesn't need your constant attention. You've gone from forcing growth to allowing it. That's the real transformation. But here's the secret no one on YouTube talks about. Compounding after 100K changes not only your balance sheet, it rewires your sense of possibility. When you realize your wealth can grow faster than your labor, your entire understanding of value shifts. You start to see leverage everywhere. Skills, systems, relationships, ideas. You stop asking, "How can I earn more?" and start asking, "How can I make this earn for me?" That's where wealth accelerates beyond numbers. You begin seeing the world in compound effects. Your habits, your health, your network, all interconnected engines quietly multiplying results. The magic isn't just in money. It's in realizing how everything in life compounds when you give it time. And yet, most people will never experience that feeling. Not because they can't, but because they won't wait. They'll chase the next crypto, the next stock, the next shortcut, burning their compounding engines before they ever ignite. That's the tragedy of impatience. The world rewards consistency, but the internet celebrates urgency. And that's why the real wealthy always look boring in the beginning. They're building invisible momentum while everyone else is chasing visible hype. You don't see the sleepless nights, the self-discipline, the ignored temptations. You just see the curve when it finally explodes upward. But what you're looking at isn't luck, it's lag. Compounding has a delay before it displays. It pays nothing for years, then everything at once. That's the part no one teaches you. So if you're below 100K and it feels slow, good. That means you're still in the trench where the foundation is being built. Every dollar you add now is setting up the velocity later. Compounding is unfair that way. It rewards those who respect boredom. The less excitement you chase, the more wealth you attract. It's not about doing more. It's about staying longer. And when you finally cross that six-figure line, you'll feel it. The anxiety fades. The market swings stop scaring you. You stop checking your portfolio every day because you know time is now doing the heavy lifting. That's when compounding feels like magic. Not because of math, but because for the first time, you're not fighting it. So here's the truth that changes everything. Compounding doesn't suddenly get powerful after 100K. It's been powerful all along. You just couldn't see it yet. It's like the sunrise. Dark, still, cold for hours, until suddenly, light floods the sky. But the sun was rising the whole time. You just needed patience long enough to witness it. So if you're early in your journey, feeling like your efforts are invisible, remember this. The magic isn't waiting for 100K. It's waiting for belief. Once you understand that compounding is less about growth and more about faith, you stop counting dollars and start counting decades. And when you do, everything changes. Because after that, compounding doesn't just grow your money, it grows you.